Great to see you here. Thank you so much for coming to the 31st Annual Clarkston Community Awards event. I'm Greg Henneman, Senior Pastor here at Clarkston Community Church, and it's great to have you here. Our purpose today is really to honor and celebrate people and organizations that have made special contributions to the health and well-being of our community. I love Clarkston, don't you? It's a great place to live, and you know, great communities don't just happen. It takes many, many people who care and give and serve in all kinds of ways to make a place like Clarkston. And so we're really here today to recognize and celebrate just a few of the people who make our community great. And as we begin, I invite you to stand with me and let's say the Pledge of Allegiance together. The flag is behind me here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. I've asked Tim Ruggles, the CEO of Habitat for Humanity of Oakland County, to come and update us just briefly about My Habitat Clarkston and also to pray for us as we're about to have breakfast together. Let's welcome Tim Ruggles.
Thank you, Greg. I just want to say, first off, this is a very confusing morning for me. Being asked by Pastor Greg to say a prayer is just kind of unusual for a layperson, but I'm honored. Also, as I reflected on this whole concept of community, even though Habitat's mission is to put God's love into action, to bring people together, to build homes, communities, and hope, this concept of community still can be quite confusing when we're here to talk about community, but really we're honoring individuals. And then I got to thinking about community even a little bit deeper, and is community a noun or is it a verb? Is it a place or is it an action? Is it a group of people? Is it a municipality? Is it a village? Is it a township? Or is it a collection of individuals, and is it about the action? So a little bit of confusion going on in my head about really what does this all mean? And then I started thinking about, well, maybe it's not that confusing. Maybe it's about choices. And maybe it's about choices that we make as individuals. And maybe it's about taking a look at a very disruptive time in the life of our society when we've got all kinds of things going on politically and really the social fiber of our country kind of in challenge right now from a lot of different directions. And maybe it's about applying really the most powerful energy and force on the face of this earth, and that is simply making the choice to love your neighbors, right? To make a difference, to take action, and it's really about that choice. So today we'll honor people who have made a choice to look beyond themselves and to really help build community. And how awesome is that? I've been asked to say just a few words about My Habitat Clarkston, which is a movement that gives everyone the opportunity to make a choice, to be in service, or folks in the community who have a need and need a little bit of help. So My Habitat Clarkston is a movement here that in the Habitat world we hold in very high regard because it's a grassroots movement. And it's a collection of individuals, businesses, churches, the chamber that have decided that collectively we can make choices that make this world a better place to live. So it really goes beyond just the Clarkston community. Your impact is felt on a much broader scale. So I just wanted to raise you all up and let you know that The Clarkston community around the state of Michigan and even further around the country is held in very high regard in the circles of those organizations who focus on helping build community. So back to simplifying life a little bit, really, I believe it's all about choices. And it's about the power of love and the ability to share that with our neighbors in order to build better community. So if you're interested in getting involved in My Habitat Clarkston, you can go to the Habitat Oakland website, all kinds of information there, or you can go to the Clarkston Chamber website and click links, and if you're looking at really ways you can make a difference in the community. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir because most of you here are very involved, but I thought I'd throw that plug out anyway. So if you would, please join me in an attitude of prayer and reflection. Heavenly Father, we are so grateful to be a community of privilege where you have given us everything we need to live an abundant life. But most of all, you have given us the ability to make choices. Choices to do what you would have us do with the most powerful energy in the world. That energy of love that you have put inside of each of us, as we are all made in your image. We ask you to bless the honorees who are here today, who have made a difference in this community, so that they may continue to have impact and to continue to make the choices of sharing that ultimate force that you place inside of us. We ask you to bless those in our midst and in our community who may be less fortunate than us, who need to experience that love that you provide to us, to experience that caring community. May you lift them up so that we can reach out as we make choices on how to live our life. We ask for your blessings, we ask for your guidance, and we give you thanks that we are privileged to be a part of this awesome community. Amen.
Thank you, Tim. That was a good prayer. That was good. Are you hungry? We're going to eat now, and someone will be coming to your table and dismissing you. I know some of you just got your meals, and so please continue eating. We do have more food over here, so feel free to go back for seconds if you like. And I really appreciate Brioni's catering this morning. Let's hear it for Brioni's. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and begin the program, but again, feel free to continue eating and even going back getting some more if you like. We're going to be celebrating some individuals and some organizations that have made Clarkston a stronger and healthier community. You'll see those 7 categories listed and explained in your program. If you would turn to page 3, and you'll see the 7 different categories: Citizen of the Year, Business Person of the Year, Adult Youth Volunteer, Young Person of the Year, Community Beautification and Preservation Award, Community Enhancement, and Community Collaboration. We're going to be honoring people for each of these categories. And then near the end of your booklet on page 13, I'd like to take a moment and just recognize our Community Awards Committee. And as I read your name, if you would please stand, and let's hold the applause until the end, and I'd like us to thank them all together. We have Don Horner, Clarkston State Bank, Janelle Best, Clarkston Area Chamber of Commerce, myself, Dan Whiting, Jeff Black, and Debbie Hibbard from Clarkston Community Church. We have Heidi McLean, Clarkston Community Schools, Julie Meredith, Clarkston Independence District Library, Amy L., Independence Township Parks, Rec, and Seniors, La Bossinaire. Do I have it right? La Bossinaire. I practiced all morning. Matthew Blow, Stephen Merck of Independence Television, and Carol Eberhardt, City of the Village of Clarkston. Let's hear it for our Community Awards Committee. I really appreciate them. They have done the hard work of planning and preparation all year long, and I get the easy job of just coming up here for the morning. And then on page 12, we have the Awards Selection Committee. Dr. Tom Stone, volunteer. Again, would you please stand as I read your name, and let's hold the applause till the end. We have Wendy Clufetis from Scamp. We have Joshua LeMay, Clarkston Community Schools, Heidi McLean, Clarkston Community Schools, and Gary Call, Clarkston Community Schools. Let's hear it for our selection committee. Really appreciate these people. We also have several community servants with us today to present proclamations and awards. And so as I read your name, would you please make your way to the platform with me? On behalf of Independence Township, we have Township Clerk Barb Pallotta. Barb, would you make your way up? On behalf of the City of Clarkston, our City Clerk Sandy Miller. On behalf of our State Representative Jim Tedder, we have Michael Alimo. And we also have Jordy Kramer representing Oakland County. And we have our Commissioner Tom Middleton. If you would all make your way. And I would like to thank them for all being here this morning and presenting proclamations and awards. Let's hear it for our community servants. I now direct your attention to the screen, and we're going to begin by recognizing our Citizen of the Year.
Citizen of the Year, sponsored by LaFontaine Automotive Group. This award recognizes individuals who have given of their time, energy, and talents to improve our community. Citizen of the Year, Jennifer Herman. Jennifer is a model citizen dedicated to empowering our youth. She is a loving wife, all-star mom, amazing aunt, dedicated community leader, inspirational coach, talented graphic designer, and event planner extraordinaire. Volunteering as a scout leader and with the PTA, Jennifer keeps busy while bringing a great deal of experience to the table. When her daughter's softball team was in need of a coach, she stepped up to the plate and quickly became a fan favorite. Most recently, Jennifer took charge as a scout leader as they installed 2 little libraries in downtown Clarkston. When faced with a variety of obstacles, Jennifer always keeps her head high and her dreams even higher. As her niece was faced with childhood cancer, she organized a fundraiser that raised over $8,000 in only 3 hours. Jennifer's positive attitude and heart to serve others has really made Clarkston a better place to live. For these reasons, Jennifer Herman deserves to be recognized as Citizen of the Year.
Jennifer, would you please come forward?
Hi, good morning. I'm a bit of shocked by this and very humbled. So I told my daughter I'd not cry, and I'm a crier for all of you who know me very well. So I will try to do this without doing that. I'd like to thank a few people first. Kelly Heyer for the beautiful message and nomination, and the committee members for selecting me as your winner this year. To my husband, Mike, my daughter, Emily, and Andrew, for not rolling your eyes every time I come home and say, guess what I'm going to do now? Although there might be eye rolling, I just don't see it. And he shouldn't roll his eyes too much because he is also an assistant scoutmaster and a baseball coach himself. So to my mom, who is here today, and a great role model for me. I don't know a time when she wasn't volunteering. And in fact, last night she was sitting marking people in for auditions for a play in her community still. So she's constantly volunteering herself. So I guess you could say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. We are just wired that way. People ask me all the time how I do everything I do, and I kind of say I don't know how I can't. I have to help and do those kinds of things. I think that's what God's plan is for me. I'm a giver and a helper, and I hope that I'm doing what He's asking. So you probably want some explanation on some of those pictures. So when they said, oh, just, send 10 pictures in of yourself doing these things. Well, you would think there would be pictures of me volunteering, but I'm the one who takes the pictures in the family. So the picture of the kids in the old lady costumes, that's kind of one of the events that's near and dear to me. I brought back the talent show at Clarkston Elementary. It had been on hiatus for several years. That is my son in 4th grade and some 3rd graders also who did All the Single Ladies by Beyonce, which I choreographed and had them dance in. That event is one of the family favorites at our school. I think we have well over 600 people that come to that at the junior high. It's a lot of fun. She kind of touched a lot of different things in what she talked about for me, Kelly. So I'm kind of a chameleon when it comes to volunteering. So you saw me in a red t-shirt. That's for the Friends of Ryan Kennedy. I was brought in to help design a logo for their efforts, and I know that the playground is being put in starting this year, which is a totally awesome effort. They've been working really hard to fundraise for that for several years. Softball coach. So I'm kind of all over the place. I did play softball, so I had some knowledge of what I was doing, but when you get that phone call and you're like, your kid's been placed on a team with no coach, you're like, okay, I guess I could coach. Best thing I think I've ever done. Absolutely the most rewarding. Those girls are rock stars. I'm so glad that I said yes to that. Girl Scout leader. My girls are here. You're going to meet them soon as they're winning an award themselves today. As leaders, Amy and I are, we're supposed to lead and enhance and encourage and pray and hope these girls move forward. I know they will. They're all amazing. But what they don't know is that they inspire me every day. And I'm so proud of them. So I'm so glad that I stepped up to do that. This group of girls has been together since the 6th grade. They kind of came together from all of the elementary schools. We didn't really have a troop, so we made one. And the things that they're doing together in this community is quite amazing. And then the last thing, she talked about like what I'm doing now. I do a lot of design work in the area, a lot of in the school system. I help out with the drama clubs and the choir boosters, programs, posters, t-shirts. Mr. Magny at the junior high, my daughter was in the play, and I just said, what can I do to help? And he kind of stared at me blankly, and he said, I've never had anyone help before. And I'm like, well, I'm here, what do you need? Well, I ended up doing a lot. So I made a costume. I've never sewed a costume in my life. I don't know how I did that, but I did. We had 4 birds and 3 costumes. So I made a costume overnight. Drama club going forward, I'm stepping in the shoes of Suzette Hart, who has run the program for the parents there for 18 years. And I'm taking over with the help of Sonia Chappelli. So huge responsibility there. So I'm very, very humbled by this. I take this very seriously, and I am accepting this for all the volunteers in Clarkston, and we love living here. Thank you very much.
Business Person of the Year, sponsored by Clarkston State Bank. This award recognizes a local business person who contributes significantly to make this a better community to live and do business in. Leanna Hahn, Picasso's Grapevine. Leanna is a full-time business owner, mother, wife, and a television celebrity. She has produced over 30 episodes of her own show, which are viewed not only on Independence TV, but nationwide as well. Leanna strives for continual growth in her business by going above and beyond with her TV show, introducing new art classes such as board art and much more. Picasso's Grapevine in downtown Clarkston is vital to our community as it complements the downtown experience by creating an entertaining and relaxing environment. Leanna is also extremely generous and has donated over 100 paintings to the Pontiac School District for display, creating a light and inviting atmosphere for the students. Leanna offers many different classes to all types of groups in the community. Art is a great method to bring a community together, and businesses like Picasso's Grapevine have a lasting impact on the overall quality of a city. A role model to all business owners, Leanna Hahn is very deserving of this award and our appreciation for everything that she brings to our community.
Wow. Thank you very much. I am extremely humbled and shocked and surprised and wow, and I did not come prepared with a speech. So I saw her get up with the cards and I went, so this is all new to me. But I do want to thank, the wonderful community of Clarkston. I have to tell you, I'm a transplant. I've only been out here for 5 years or so now, and I kind of grew up in the Grosse Pointe side of town, and I spent my life there, and it's, there's a lot of years over there. I have to tell you, while I loved it, and it was beautiful, and it was nice, and people were great, it wasn't until I came here that I felt like I belonged. Another crier. So it was just the warmth of everybody, the excitement of just local people. I can't tell you how much I love just stepping outside the store and talking to people as they walk down the sidewalk. At night, I'll turn off the lights after we've cleaned everything up, and I'll just kind of sit there. Another crier, okay. And I'll just watch the people go by, and there's just this buzz, and there's just this wonderful love of everybody around you. So I think it's a lot of that love and that passion and that compassion that goes into any business. You ask, any entrepreneur, how do you get it going? How do you get it started? How do you get it going? And it's a combination of your love and your passion, and it's a combination of everybody else's, very warm, inviting type of demeanor. And, those two things together is, the formula for success. And you only hope that you can be so lucky to find yourself in that situation. Not to mention business itself, but this is art. This is something creative. This is people's passions. This is, kind of pulling a side of them that they didn't know they really had in them. And I think that's another just enlightening, fabulous part of this whole job. And I joke when I call it a job because it's not a job. I get to teach people how to paint, and they have a great time, and they leave, and they're so proud, and they're so excited, and I did this, and this is so cool. And we've really been able to open up people's appreciation and find new talents, and that in itself has been phenomenal. I've had parents call me afterwards and say, my daughter has been painting ever since she came to your class. She was invited to a birthday party, and she's now picked up the paintbrush. She's got the courage to do this at home. And, there's a little Picasso in all of us. And, you just kind of have to dig down and find it and have the courage to really bring it out and have fun with it. And all of this is not possible, of course, without the support of my family and my patient husband, who is, even though he's on a business trip right now, he's not in trouble. It was okay, it was planned. He felt really bad that he wasn't gonna be here, but he has been incredibly supportive because there was a point at the beginning and I just said, I'll see you in a couple of months. And he said, okay, I got this. And he took on, almost single dad there for a while, where I had to get everything up and get going. And wow, did I underestimate that. Whew, starting a business. That is so involved, and you can't do it without support of your family. Because I've always had, careers in business and accounting, but, when you own your own business, it is 24/7. So you do that, and you continue to do that because people love it, and it's the hardest job I'll ever love, and I'll never give that up. So thank you very much. I appreciate this.
Adult Youth Volunteer, sponsored by Dr. Bruce Mercado. This award recognizes an individual who has given of their time, energy, and talents in a volunteer capacity to help our area young people. Alan Partington, Clarkston Area Optimist Club. Clarkston Area Optimists are always looking for ways to help the Clarkston Community Schools. Alan volunteers his time to help out at many different events in the community. His capacity for volunteering includes everything from event setup and tear down, encouraging students, creating clubs, and much more. Alan wanted to create an event collaborating local community businesses with Clarkston Community Schools. With the help of CCS's Fine Arts program, they created the Community Art Connection event. This event gave students the opportunity to have their art displayed in local businesses. Through this program, 25 scholarships have been provided to CCS students. Alan is also the chairman of Clarkston Area Optimist English Essay Contest, where he continues to strengthen the relationship with our schools and our community. With all of these different responsibilities, Alan also had time to create a video club at the Renaissance High School. Dedicating so much time to our community and the youth, Alan is making Clarkston a great place for kids to grow up in and is deserving of this award.
Thank you very much. Well, good morning. As it said in there, I am a member of the Optimist Club, a proud member of the Optimist Club, and we have one tradition there where we do bucks for brags. So we allow members to basically brag about anything they want. So I have some brags today. I have a buck here for that. So I'll bring it over to you, Optimist Club members over there later. And first of all, I want to introduce my family is here with me. They're not all here, but my wife Sheila. We're here at this. Well, no. Wait, hold on. Let's not take that much time. My wife Sheila. Wait, we'll be celebrating our 50th anniversary this July. So. And my oldest daughter Lisa and her husband Matt Wygant, and also their children. We had sorry, John, who just recently graduated from Michigan State University and James Madison College, and his sister Kate, who is also at James Madison, has finished 2 years, just ended up on the dean's list the last 2 semesters. Very proud of them. And my son Eric and his wife Ann, and their children couldn't be here today. They're at Lake Orion. My daughter Sophie will be graduating from Lake Orion this year, going on to University of Michigan, and their son Felix is there. He'll be a sophomore next year at Lake Orion. I also have one other daughter, but Amy English and her husband James and their sons Colin and Liam. They live in Cincinnati, so they couldn't be here today. Like I said, I'm a member of the Optimist Club, and one of our slogans is bringing out the best in kids. And I just want to acknowledge a few people and thank them for some of the things that go on. First of all, I want to go right back to my daughter and my granddaughter, because for a few years we worked at Springfield Plains Elementary with doing a junior Optimist Club. And they did a fantastic job, and we I think we did that 3 years. And we had such great support from the then principal, Nancy Mahoney, and the staff there, especially the fifth grade teachers, and even the custodians. It was a great time, so that's one. Then, on to Renaissance High School. I think that's a gem that we have in the community that a lot of people don't realize. And the former director there, Billy Pambid, and the present director there, Krista Fons, and that staff, I think, do a great job. I've done some work with some of the students there, and it's always impressive to find out what they really appreciate what they get out of Renaissance High School. I've seen that so many times. And then Jessica Hall is an art teacher there, and who I understand, I think, nominated me. And she's the subject area coordinator for fine art in the district, and it was she and I that worked together on the community art connection that was mentioned. We bring out the art into the local businesses. In fact, they're in the local businesses now. They're till the end of the month, so check out the art from the schools if you can. That program also gives out, through the Optimist Club again, this isn't me, we give out scholarships for the elementary art students every year, and we're just about to do that again. Also, I want to talk about Independence Television a little bit. You see, today we have Matt Blow, Lauren Culver, and Stephen Merck here recording this, but I work with them on a basis, and I understand that Scott Banks, the media teacher there, was one that also nominated me for this. So they do a fine job with the kids, and it's a great thing that we've done to put together the television with the schools, bring that into the schools. I think that's made a great difference for everybody. And then the library. One of my new favorite things is the library because, you know, especially after the millage, you're able to do so much more. And they have such neat programs. If you're not back in the library, there's a lot more than books there. So go check out everything at the library, especially with Julie Meredith. She does a fine job. Oh, she's not up here. There she is. The library. And I also worked with Christina Bowers there. We do a footnotes video. But my latest passion is with the Middle School Writers Club that we have started with the teen librarian Erin Holmes, which is Barb Pallotta's daughter, I understand. So she's fantastic. And these are all brags, you know, these are all great people. There's a bunch more, but so just take that in mind. And she really works well with the kids and does all kinds of great programs there. The last thing is Sashabaw Middle School, where we have done some writing contests and give out some scholarships. We had a former member who gave us a grant. The Optimist Club matched the grant, so we're able to give out summer camp writing scholarships to middle school kids. And we have a writing, sort of a contest that we put together. It's just to get the kids to write. And we've had basically 20-some, 30-some, and something happened this year, because this year we got 86 entries. And almost all from the advanced language arts kids. They love to write. And we see that at the library, too. There's kids that just love to write. And so we're actually having a celebration for them tomorrow, and my granddaughter Kate is actually baking 200 and some cookies for that celebration, so we can do that. Anyway, I would urge you all that I believe that kids need more learning opportunities, more ways to show them the world. And you need to, they get obviously a lot of that in school and from their parents, but I think it's always good for another caring adult to be there to show them things. If you have any skills, anything at all, join with an organization, or if you have an idea for some kind of a program that could help out kids, or, you know, we want to expand their world, I think. So if you have some ideas for that, come with it. Come to the Optimist Club and help us bring out the best in kids. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Youth of the Year, sponsored by Coates Funeral Homes. These awards go to individuals who have given their time, energy, and talents to improve our community. Kayla Mehta. Kayla has been very involved in school and the community even at a young age. Currently, she is president of Project Green at Clarkston High School. Here she leads a group dealing with environmental issues by advertising green alternatives and reducing the school's use of coal. She is also an executive board member for a tutoring program at Sashabaw Middle School called the Clarkston Help. Kaylin is incredibly selfless and giving as she volunteers many hours to a variety of organizations in Clarkston. When she's not volunteering, Kaylin is focused on her education and extracurricular activities. She is involved in the IB program, National Honor Society, Horizon Hoops, leadership class, Business Professionals of America, competitive public speaking, video production, basketball, cross country, and track, all while maintaining exceptional grades. And this is why she is very deserving of this award.
I feel like I should start out by explaining a couple of those pictures. I didn't really think it through, that they'd be up on that big screen. The one of all of us at 6 a.m. was kind of one of my favorite moments as my time at Clarkston High School. We would have these 6 a.m. practices for cross country before school. We'd get out, and just for the purpose of running extra miles, because you can't get enough miles in 2 hours. So we'd get there before school and we'd run, and we'd like to take pictures. We'd wear headlamps because we thought it would be funny. Anyways, to start off, I'd just like to say that today is my last full day of high school. And it's kind of crazy saying that out loud. It's the first time I've said that out loud. And I think it's a time for reflection. You know, I'm ending this huge part of my life today and tomorrow. And I would just want to say thanks to everybody who has contributed to where I am today. I want to start by thanking those very close to my heart, which is my family. Huge thanks to my mom. She is my biggest supporter. She's always there for me. She has taught me how to stay strong through all adversity. She's taught me the importance of being mentally strong and how your mind can do amazing things. And to my dad, who always encourages me to break out of my comfort zone. He's the type of person to go up and talk to anyone and kind of encourages me to do the same. To my younger sister, for always being there for me, always being that laugh that I can have when I get home and talk to her. Also for putting up with me and waiting for 3 months before she moves into my room, because she's very excited to take my room once I leave. And my older sister, who is my role model. She's my go-to person. I talk to her all the time, even though right now she's in London. We still talk every single day. She's studying abroad there. And I'd also like to thank Clarkston Community Schools for just teaching me so many things about how to be a responsible adult and how to give back to those that have given you so much. I think Clarkston Schools, my time there can be summed up into 3 lessons that I've learned from them. The first is that you can do a lot with little sleep, which has helped me a lot. The second is that they really taught me to keep your mind open to all opportunities, to all ideas. You don't know how anything could impact you. When you go into a situation, you should go with no bias. You should listen to what they want to say. And through my time there and interacting with these people at Clarkston Schools, I've learned that it's okay to say yes. It's okay to not say no. You can give anything you want a try, and you'll see where it goes. A lot of the stuff I never would have thought I would be into. Business Professionals of America, which is one of my favorite involvements that I did at Clarkston Schools. It started off with a good friend of mine coming up to me and saying, "If you come to this room at 2:45 p.m., you will get pizza." So I said, okay, and I came to this room, and I got my slice of pizza, and I learned it was for a club called Business Professionals of America. And it was in that meeting that I put a name to the thing that I love to do, and what I love to do is to talk to people, and I love to help people, and I love to go out there and try new things, and I realized that that's kind of what business is, because business is what you can make of it, and so I threw myself into that club, and it ended up being one of my favorite involvements. My next thing is the importance of giving back and saying thank you, and I learned that through a club called the Clarkston Help, and this club has changed me, honestly. It goes to the middle school every Sunday, and we tutor middle school students, and it's amazing to see how genuinely passionate both the middle school students and the high school students are. I've worked with these high school students, and I help train them to be good tutors, and they show up every Sunday, not because they have to, not because it's not a resume builder, it's because they want to be there, and you can see it, and they interact with every middle school student, and they ask them about their day, and they remember things, and these middle school students look up to these high school students, and it's amazing to see how just devoting 2 hours of your day every day can do so much to impact these students' lives. And so from Clarkston schools, I've learned so much, the importance of giving back, staying mentally tough, staying open. I'd just like to thank you guys for everything. So thank you.
Community Beautification and Preservation, sponsored by Building Integrity. This award goes to an individual, group, or business that has made a significant improvement to the appearance of our community. Chelsea O'Brien. Chelsea is a member of Independence Elementary's PTA, a substitute teacher in the community, runs Independence Elementary's Garden Club, and implemented Project Wild, a day camp for Clarkston youth involved in ecology. She has started several projects in Independence Township to help enhance and develop students' understanding of growing food, nurturing plants, and wild spaces. Under her leadership, students have had the opportunity to learn how to create beautiful, edible gardens. Teaching our youth about the importance of nature and our environment is vital to the growth of our community. Although her work and vision started at Independence Elementary, it has spread all over the community. Chelsea even helps weed at Depot Park if necessary. Chelsea has a vision for the children of Clarkston. She works tirelessly to educate, model, and appreciate the beauty of our natural areas, and she is the perfect candidate for this award.
Thank you. I wrote this down to make sure it would be under 2 minutes, because Heidi McLean said I had 2 minutes. So I was very careful with my language. I even timed myself. So I'm going to stick to my script, and maybe I can speak a little extemporaneously about some of those pictures. I could start, if you don't mind, by sharing a quote from one of my favorite writers, Richard Louv, who authored the book The Last Child in the Woods, Saving Our Children from Nature Deficit Disorder. He states, by bringing nature into our lives, we invite humility. And I've heard a lot about humility this morning. I think a lot of people that have come to the stage are feeling like I am right now. And I'm so honored and humbled by your acknowledgement of these efforts to reconnect kids with the natural world around them. In a culture where adolescents spend 6 to 9 hours every day on some type of screen or electronic device, it is, in my mind, of paramount importance to mentor, to nurture, and inspire kids to develop a real connection to their surrounding environment. I am blessed to have my amazing husband, who not only says yes to all my crazy ideas, right, but also offers to help. I also am really proud that my daughter Delaney was able to be here this morning, although she did tell me she needs to be back for a test. This is important. But she inspires me, as do all 3 of my kids, with her passion for wildness. And she offers her own mentorship through our garden club and through our nature camps. But maybe most importantly, and if it's okay, I think I'd like to have you guys stand up. I'd like to highlight some of our longstanding members of our garden club. And it's so fun, Alan, that you're here this morning. He had done a really neat documentary some years ago when our garden club was first starting. We have about 70 kids in our garden club. It started at about 30. We've had between 70 and 80 for the last 3 years. This is Ella and Katrina and Grace and Kara, and they were one of my first members. Thank you so much for standing. These are examples of future leaders. I can imagine them maybe being one of this previous winner who stands on stage and talks about all the marvelous things that the Clarkston School District has provided for them. But it's their desire, it's their creativity, it's their ability to want to learn and to grow and to create outside. That's the reason that I'm here this morning. And it's on their behalf and the behalf of the many parent volunteers. Oh my gosh, we really are so fortunate to be in a community where parents just step up, they come out, they help, they contribute. Innovative teachers, Mrs. Sorensen, I have to call her out, Katie Lambert, these are two teachers at Independence Elementary School that heard we were starting a garden club and then gave me opportunities to build in that space. Supportive administrators. I see Sean Ryan here this morning. Many of you may know that Chris Turner is retiring this year, but he was my principal at Independence Elementary School when I first moved here from Ferndale and said, you know, I've been doing all this work in outdoor education in my former school district. Would you be okay with me starting a garden club? And there was some hesitation. Oh, I know we have so much on our plate. But Chris Turner said, yeah, go for it. Why don't you try it? He's one of those administrators that empowers parent volunteers to do kind of what, Alan, you had alluded to, giving kids different opportunities to enrich their lives. Community organizers. I wasn't sure what pictures you'd pull from. I sent a bunch. There is a great picture of Joette and Bill Coons. They're here this morning, which is apropos. They were one of the first people that came out and said, so, do you need any compost? Because I can help you out with compost. So we took a picture of that. We've got horses. So they're up there. I think it's great. And that actually springboards into, again, thanking the Optimist Club, who initially helped to sponsor our garden club. And I also see Shirley. I'm going to come back to this table here, Ms. Partington. She is a member of the Clarkston Farm and Garden Club. That's another marvelous community organization that's like, what? Growing outside with kids, having them, create their own food and then do a harvest breakfast? Yeah, we're in. What do you need? Let's give you a grant for some berry bushes, I think it was, which are doing marvelously. Yeah, I guess I just go back to say I'm very humbled. When Heidi first made the call, I said, oh, no, I can't accept that award. But if you would like my garden club on stage, there are 75, right? It means a great deal to me. And I hope that you think more about connecting your kids with the natural world around them, because it is really important to me and is a point of passion. Thank you so much.
Community Enhancement, sponsored by Genesis Credit Union. This award recognizes a group, club, or service organization's year-long efforts that enhance the quality of the Clarkston community. Girl Scout Troop number 13363 and its leaders. Leaders Amy Music and Jennifer Herman, Scouts Hannah Music, Emily Herman, Laura Dombrowski, Elizabeth Schell, Bailey Schroeder, Nadia Smith, Olivia Thomas, and Julia Walker. This troop has done so much for our community as they raised funds, gathered materials, and sought out all the necessary actions to make the Little Free Libraries a reality on Main Street and in Depot Park. They've kept this wonderful addition to our city well maintained and stocked. This program is really thriving. Even faced with complications from vandalism, these girls were able to overcome any obstacle while keeping a positive attitude. Their dedication to this project is so admirable, making Troop number 13363 the clear winner of this award.
Okay. Hello, my name is Emily, and we are all freshmen at Clarkston Junior High School. We would like to thank Mrs. Wheel for nominating us for this award. We are excited to be receiving it and that the Little Free Libraries are getting so much attention. When we started this project, we had no idea that the community would embrace them like they have. We love seeing people using them. The Little Free Libraries are our Girl Scout Silver Award project. We each completed 50 hours towards the project, which included planning, designing, and building them. With guidance from some of our dads, we built these over the winter months and installed them last May. Here are a few things we are involved in addition to Girl Scouting. We are honor roll students. We have a CSM Tech student, a JV tennis player, a couple track and cross country runners, choir and drama students, an Oakland Youth Orchestra member, a couple marching band members, several dancers, and much more. We are so very honored today. Thank you so much.
Community collaboration sponsored by Louis E. Wint and Son Funeral Home, a team effort. This award recognizes a collaborative effort by 2 or more individuals, groups, clubs, or organizations, including businesses, government agencies, and schools to improve or enhance our community. Independence Day Parade Committee. When the fire chief reached out to the community looking for help as the Independence Township Fire Department stepped down from facilitating the Independence Day Parade, the following organizations came together to keep this tradition running strong: Clarkston Area Optimist Club, Mount Zion, the Lions Club, Independence Township, and the Knights of Columbus at St. Daniel's Catholic Church. Keeping this long-standing tradition alive for 50-plus years is so important to our community. Each year, over 10,000 people enjoy this not-so-small-town parade thanks to these 4 organizations and all the volunteers. This committee is a great example of how a community can come together as a family to keep its traditions running strong. For that, we are proud to present the Community Collaboration Award to the Independence Day Parade Committee.
Good morning. My name's Peg Baroth. Thank you all for coming this morning. We have had a blast doing these parades. It's been a lot of work, but a great organization, all of us together working. There are many, many committees here. We represent many committees here in this area, so thank you all. It is a great tradition in our community, and we appreciate all of your support. Thank you.
Good morning. I have to get my iPhone out here. I'd just like to say that this is a great example of a collaborative effort. These 4 organizations get together starting January of every year, meet once a month, at least, thousands of shared emails. And as you can see, as it gets closer to July 4th, we're meeting every 2 weeks. And then on that day, it starts at 5 a.m. And that's when everybody else is getting out their potato salad and their coolers and they're getting ready to go out to the lake. This group puts it all together on July 4th for over 10,000 people to watch the parade, so it's awesome. Thank you. I will. I'd like to introduce real quickly the group. Optimist Clubs, and we have the Knights of Columbus, and we have Mount Zion Church and the Lions Club. We have Kathy Novak from the Optimists. We have Laura and Dan Newalt from the Mount Zion Church. We have Joette Coons and Rob Whipcomb from the Optimist Club, and along with Tom Middleton from the Optimist Club, and also Peg Roth from the Optimist Club. And where is Adam Smith? Okay, Adam Smith is from the Knights of Columbus from St. Daniel's Church, and also Don Wong from the Lions Club couldn't make it here, but all of us really are very appreciative of this award. I'd like to thank the committee for whoever, I'm not even sure who nominated us, but that's okay, and thank you very much for that. But
We'd like to thank
Yeah.
Don Horner.
Don Horner, okay. I'd just like to say that you've heard that expression about everybody wears different hats. Well, we wear different shirts, so that's it really is truly amazing. But I did want to not forget some of the other organizations that support this parade, including Bowman Chevrolet, DTE Energy Theater. I don't know if you know about that, but they provide us with the barrels and the cones for down the parade route. St. Daniel's Church, Independence Township especially, Independence Fire Department, Oakland County Sheriff Department, City of the Village of Clarkston, John Mers from Graftmark Services, Smith Disposal, and of course Voice of the Wolves, Dale Ryan. And we keep adding to the list, and we keep tweaking this. We've got Steve Heyer from IGD Solutions helping us with our website. So basically, putting it all together, like I said earlier, this is truly a collaborative effort, and the reward for us is walking down and seeing all the children, the boys and the girls, and the moms and the dads and the families watching this parade. So thank you again for this award. Thank you.
It's been a great morning, hasn't it? As we close this morning, I want to just point you to page 2 of your program where it says, "My heart is in Clarkston." I'm not going to read that first paragraph except for the last sentence of it. It says, "As a community, we're asking you to help spread the word about volunteer opportunities right here in the Clarkston area." And then the second paragraph says, "We're asking that as you work, share your positive energy by encouraging others to volunteer with you. Around the room today, you will see hashtag Where's My Heart Clarkston. Use this hashtag as a tool to tell people about opportunities or projects. Give them the same opportunity you had. Share the spirit of volunteerism in our community on social media. Take the challenge today. Take a picture of this event, post to social media, mention hashtag Where's My Heart Clarkston. Tell everyone where your heart is and be an integral part of things to love about Clarkston for many years to come." So I encourage you, as you're about and around the community and you're serving in all the many ways that you do, just think, hey, I can take a picture of this, make a comment, put it on social media, go to Facebook, go to My Habitat Clarkston, and maybe put something up there, and then put a hashtag, Where's My Heart Clarkston? And then also you see that proceeds from this event will go to My Habitat Clarkston. Tim didn't mention it, but we're planning on having another home build, a habitat build, later this year, so please have your ears open for that. You'll be hearing details in the months to come. It's open for anybody and everybody to just kind of pull together, serve together, and our goal is to really build a house every year in the Clarkston area. And so it's just been a great morning. I want to close with this quote from Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa said, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples." My challenge to you as we leave here today is to cast a few stones this year, not of judgment, not of meanness, but stones of compassion and love. Make some good ripples in our community. Have a great day, everybody.